my boils, my ghouls, and my zools. Welcome back to Kalashkamaz. So today we're going to do a little update video on those magazines, and maybe we'll talk about that ammo a little bit. You know, I had a video up, and I felt I made some statements that were possibly misleading and maybe a little contentious, and seemed to have caused some problems, and I tried to, apologize for that, but then, had to like pull out the ukulele and, the toxic drama train and all that. Well, actually, it's not a ukulele, so, actually, that's not a good comparison this week with guitars, because, man, and just pearly necklaces with her. Why can't we talk about the... Strange to have a female misogynist on YouTube. You know why she sucks at misogyny? Because she's a woman. Anyhow, so we're gonna go back to talking about these magazines. So these are the M&M Bulgarian magazines. If I can fucking not knock my guitar over again. So these are the Bulgarian magazines. And these are from M&M Industries, imported from Bulgaria. Honestly, another reason I wouldn't mind doing an update video to that is just straight up because the sound sucked. But anyhow, so a lot of people didn't understand what I meant by milled mags, and really what it is that, there are magazines with cast parts and stamped parts. So, lugs, you can actually find cast lugs. Not a good thing, but these ones are actually machined off, so, that's what I meant. I didn't mean the entire mag was milled, Clearly that's not milled, that's plastic, and clearly that's stamped. So, one thing I did want to show you was a little comparison of how the lugs are attached. So this is an old school Circle 10 from, about 1995, 1996 or something like that. And you can see right up here where the lugs are, and you can see over here on the new ones from M&M Industries how they are. You actually have the entire feed lip plate all attached to one piece, and over here on the old school Circle 10, it's actually two pieces. Is that any problem? No, it's just a difference of manufacturing. So, outside of that, they are nearly identical. Base plates exactly the same from 25 years. So, it's a Bulgarian thing. You can even see the ribs; they're exactly the same. And these waffle mags, they're just honestly a little bit different polymer than the Circle 10s. I believe the Circle 10s are made of a certain polyamide. I couldn't tell you the exact polymer on this, but it is extremely similar to the polymer that you see on your typical Bulgarian slab side mags for 7.62s. So, honestly, feeling them, this feels like a coarser type of polymer, definitely, just on tactile feel. This stuff is really smooth like you find on a Circle 10, so, I would highly recommend these mags. These are just, it's like a little precursory, look at them. I haven't looked into the actual compound or anything like that. I am interested in stuff like that, but it's not something I am able to find a whole lot of information on. So, as far as I know, I don't know if these are both ISD. I know they are both made in the same city, so, chances are it probably is the same factory. And I don't know if they just started making these or if we just started importing them or what, but there is a clear difference from the manufacturing from an old school Circle 10. I haven't seen a recent Circle 10 steel mag, so I can't tell you that one, but either way, the mags function great. The mags function perfectly fine. You know, and of course I'll, you know, cut in some video here from the last video I did upload.
So this is the Norinco in the M&M polymer waffle mag. And that was the Norinco in the steel.
And, you know, honestly, I just didn't want a video to be blowing up with, you know, bunch of argument, really. So that's really all it was, you know, because a lot of people were focusing on one little comment I made. And, you know, I definitely have to say it was wrong of me to say to not buy something. You make your own choices, frankly. You know, you really make your own choices. You know, about one of the only things I would probably not recommend buying would be like, you know, PSA AKs, and that's simply because, you know, they have an extremely high return rate, and that's just not good, you know. I personally, you know, I have my own personal choices on what I want to buy and what I don't want to buy, and, you know, that would extend to, you know, like Kvar. I don't want to give them any money because I don't like their business practices, and, you know, when you see M&M Industries bringing in mags nearly half the price that are nearly identical from the same country with nearly identical manufacturing, I don't see any problem with just, you know, giving M&M Industries, who has fucking great business practices. You know, they've had problems in the past, they admit them, and they fix them, and that's a wonderful thing, because that's not something you see out of some other companies with more shady business practices. Generally, they try to, you know, put out fires, and, you know, the only fire you should be putting out is manufacturing problems, because, you know, public's going to say what the public's going to say in the age of social media, and I understand that, and that's one of the reasons why I just wanted to redo this video really quick. So the comments that seemed very contentious were over this Tela ammo from Tela Impex, and this is Azerbaijani ammo. It says Burdan primed, so actually two of the reasons you could posit that I was having issues. Number one, the ammo was sitting out in the sun. Boxes were open, ammo was pulled out. It was sitting right there on a Podobach, right in the sun. So, as I said before, it is Texas. This is Texas. It's extremely, extremely hot. The day we were filming out there, I was with Sweet Dick Diaz, the gastronomicist on Instagram. If you want to check out his content, he's a sponsored shooter for JMac, Davernov, AmmoGuy.net.
Guns!
You know, we were out there filming, and for Texas, it was a pretty nice day, frankly, but overall, it was still extremely hot, and, you know, when you have ammo sitting in the sun, that's not optimal conditions for your ammo, especially when it's sitting there for 45 minutes in direct sunlight. Not ambient heat, direct heat. The other thing you could posit, bad primers. So, I'll show a little bit of that footage right here.
Let's try the steel with Azerbaijani ammo. Stand back here so we don't blow it back this time.
Is there a definitive reason I could say I had issues? Absolutely not. People were begging me, try it in another rifle, try it in another rifle. I actually did try it in another rifle before I had left and had a couple issues, and frankly, the reason I didn't bring that out is because this is the rifle that I gave a try with the Tela ammo before I left for the range that day. This is an SLR 95 Bulgarian rifle. So here's one of the reasons I didn't bring that out to film with. See, it took a little force to get it in. This gun doesn't like steel mags too much, and, you know, Takes a little bit of finagle to get it out. You have to kind of push on the back, and you can't just do a normal grab and sweep it out. You actually have to push on the bottom there to get it out, or, you know, give it a little shove. Not the greatest for filming, but I suppose I could have, you know, because it has absolutely no problems with polymer mags. So, you know, comes in and out just great. You can see I'm doing the front grab here. But it does not seem to like steel mags. This one's actually coming out pretty nicely now. Actually, that day it was not. It was doing the same thing as these other M&Ms. I've actually mentioned it before, this gun doesn't like steel mags. You have to fully release the mag release to actually get out the steel mags. So, you know, I suppose I could file this down a little bit and all that. Honestly, I just don't really fuck with this rifle too much because, as I said, it is an SLR 95, and those are not too easy to find anymore, and they're getting a little pricey. But, sorry, my ukulele's falling over. Probably should have put it on a stand, huh? But I'm honestly just sitting here rearranging my gun room, setting up a new editing setup, so one of the reasons why I just don't have a stand handy. It's frankly a little messy in here right now. I got cables all over the place. So, and I'm sitting here taking a break trying to film for you, eating my lunch here, so. So part of the contention that I seem to have caused was, you know, is the ammo bad? Is the ammo good? And, you know, I did call it shit ammo in the prior video and all that. Probably shouldn't have said all that. I was just honestly a little frustrated with the fact I couldn't get it to run, and, you know, I'm a regular dude. Sometimes I just say things, you know, and this is kind of a regular dude channel, so, you know, sometimes things happen.